All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of the Bean Dip Podcast. We have a special guest today, one of my favorite friends. You know what I mean? I met him my first time doing comedy in, I believe, Ha-Ha's. I believe it was Ha-Ha's, and you were one of the first dudes who kind of gave me some encouraging words that like meant a lot to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, and so he's here. Give it up for everybody. All those silent applause, but they're here, bro.
They're here, I hear them.
Paul Roseberry, everybody. Woo! Hell yeah, that's what's up, bro. Thank you for having me and having you on my show, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
We're sharing a Coors Light right here. Cheers, big dog.
Silent clink.
Hell yeah. And we wanted to get into the top. Well, first, before we get into any topics, I know you just came from like a trip, right?
Yeah.
Italy, Japan.
Yeah.
How was Japan?
So they were two separate trips, like a couple months apart. Japan was, I don't know if fun is the term. Like it was interesting.
That is interesting. When
it was hard.
Fun is not there.
Dude, I was thinking about it just as you were about to come over. I was cleaning up and I found like a 1,000 yen bill. Okay. And I was like, oh man, I remember when I was on this trip and this bill, this dollar bill was like fun to spend. Yeah. And I was like,
what does 1,000 yen come out to?
So think of like their yen. Think of it as our penny. Oh, so wow. You got to like move the decimal point twice. And then we're still a little bit stronger. So like 1,000 yen is $7.50 of our money.
Oh wow, trippy.
Yeah, we're strong as shit right now.
Yeah,
like way strong.
That's crazy. I love how like American dollars is so simplified compared to other countries. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like they have 1,000 yen. No, it's actually just $1.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
they should just
why not simplify it, bro?
They gotta come up with a new name.
Yeah.
And like even the in Europe we're like 1 for 1 with the euro right now. Oh, okay. The euro used to kick our butt.
So it's equal right now?
Yeah, just about.
Oh,
just about. I think some days we're up a couple cents, some days they're up a few cents. So even like anywhere you want to travel right now, the dollar's pretty strong.
That's crazy.
It's kind of nice.
So how were you guys financially in Japan? Was it like, how some people, you could live like a king in Thailand or something like that?
Yeah, no, it's not like that. Like we were spending like $200 a night on our rooms and some of them kind of sucked.
No way.
Yeah, some of them kind of sucked.
Like some Motel 6 shit or?
I mean, no, it was still like the hotel was nice, but the room was tiny because that's how they roll. They pack
everybody's
12
like
million
5'4"
people in a small
over there.
space. Yeah, they're short people. They're
Dude,
smaller.
You're like you're gargantuan, bro. Yeah. They don't even have giant over there for you. You're gargantuan.
No. And it was funny when you'd see an Asian my size once in a while. You'd see one, you'd be like, oh, he must fucking
play basketball.
Dominate this place. Yeah. Like,
how tall are you, by the way?
6'1".
6'1". Okay, yeah. I am 5'8". Yeah.
There you go.
5'8",
yeah. You're still right. Like you're keeping up.
Yeah.
That's national average.
I could get on the
5'8",
roller
5'9".
coasters. Yeah.
Come on, this guy.
I could get on the tall people roller coasters.
If you stood on your shoulders, you'd be all set. You'd be fine.
How tall? 5'8", 5". How tall would I? That'd be like 6.
No, yeah, you're still a tall.
7 feet? No, I don't know. It'd have to be 10 feet. It'd be 10 feet.
If you stood on your shoulders?
Yeah,
you'd be right up there. You'd have to have a long trench coat.
That would be fucked up, bro. Nobody wants to be 10 feet because then you're a freak. I don't think even anybody wants to be 6. I think even 6'7" is like
it's a lot
freakish.
It's a lot.
You know what I mean?
I used to when I was a kid, I grew really fast, really young. So I was super tall when all the other kids were still short. And I was like, oh, I hope this continues. I want to be 7 feet tall so I can play in the NBA. That was what I wanted. And now, I mean, unless you were playing the NBA with your height, I wouldn't want to be more than 6'2".
Exactly, right? No way. This world is not built for you, bro.
6'4" is too much. Like cars, trucks, the world, man.
It's not built for you, dude. The world is built for like 5'9" type of people. Anywhere from 5'5" to 5'9". You know what I mean?
When I was in Japan, we rented this house and I hit my head on every single doorway.
No way.
Every time, like we were only there 2 nights, and I hit my head. It wasn't like one after another. You'd be like, "Oh, damn it, that kills! I got to remember." And then you wouldn't do it again on that doorway, but you'd forget there's another doorway to like the living room. Like they're very because they have a lot of sliding like paper doors.
Yeah.
So they're on frames that sit low, so you don't expect going from the kitchen to the living room that there's even a doorway. You don't even see it.
Damn.
And then you just clank.
That's
clank.
hilarious, bro.
And it's not designed for anyone over 5'9".
For sure, dude.
I would say 5'8". You would just clear. You'd be just safe.
And I still would be like wary to like duck a little bit.
Because you'd see it. It would be right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro. Did people acknowledge when you bumped your head? Oh, sorry.
No,
you too tall. You're a tall white man. You don't belong here.
It was only in the house, but I'm sure that, like, I mean, they were very courteous in general, but they keep to their own, dude. They keep to their own. Like,
yeah, you were saying that.
Big time.
Yeah.
Like they into themselves. They don't make noise.
Did you try saying hi while you were walking down the street to
They
someone?
ain't trying to hear that shit. They ain't trying to hear that shit at all.
That's funny, dude.
No, yeah. Like, dude, I would give a nod, like you walk by someone, you're like, what up? Just,
see, and this is like, okay, this to me says, like, I want to tell people, fuck you guys for talking shit about LA people.
Yeah.
For being like, oh, you guys are arrogant. Nobody says hi.
A lot of them, but.
Well, hey, the most polite people on the planet, Japan, the Japanese, they won't even fucking breathe your way, homie. You know what I mean?
It's true. They don't even come in. No, 100% is true.
Fuck no, bro. They got those invisible horse blinders. You know what I mean?
You would think it was rude. You would, if someone did hear what they all do there, you'd be like, the fuck? What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, hey.
What are you from LA, dude? This is Japan.
It's like that. But over there, you're like, oh,
that's crazy.
That's how they roll.
How is it at night? Is it like, because I know you got the city and then you hear cars and like just the city. But I mean, is there like a different like tone in the air? Like, is there like a silence in the air over there? You know what I mean?
Kinda. Yeah, it gets pretty quiet. It was even like, it was quiet, like even like all the time.
Like even during the day,
dude. Like it was weird. Like we'd be because we walked a lot. We always want to see what's going on. We want to see not just the sights. We want to see everything in between.
Yeah.
And we'd be walking through parts of the city, and we'd be like, I can't believe it's silent. It's silent.
That's wild.
During the day, and there's cars going by.
That's crazy.
And there's people around.
That's wild.
But it was just silent.
Insane.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Later on, you get to busier parts where you'd hear a little bit, not a lot of horns, not a lot of sirens, maybe once in a while, but very quiet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you know that there's actually like a sect of people, and I believe it is in Japan, that they actually wear clothing that imitates cholos and cholas? You can look this up. You can look. There are a group of, and it might be people in Japan, from Japan, that copy that style. They drive lowriders. They dress like essays. You know what I mean?
That's hilarious.
Look it up, dude. Yeah,
dude.
bro.
Oh
yeah.
my god, Japanese cholos.
Yeah. The cool thing about Japan, I feel like they see the world as a cartoon.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I've seen pictures of them where they're cosplaying Nazis.
Dude, everything they do is cosplay.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything they do. No, you nailed it. Everything they do. Did you ever, I kept saying, did you ever see the movie back in the day, Gremlins?
Yeah.
Remember when you were a kid, you saw Gremlins? Mm-hmm. Remember when Gremlins took over the bar?
The bar?
There was like a bar that any place they took over, but I think it was especially at a bar in like the first one. And then the camera goes in to see them like going nuts in the bar. And remember they would dress like humans?
I haven't seen this movie in a long time, bro.
It's from the 80s.
I've seen the beginning, and the beginning, there's like this businessman trying to buy him, right? And he tricks the kid into buying.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Well, later on in the movie, when the Gremlins start going nuts in the town, they take over this bar. And then in the bar, the camera goes around to show them. They're like playing, they're throwing stuff all over, they're drinking all the beer. But they dress like people. In like their little mini costumes. It's a Spielberg, but the costumes, I don't know where they would have come from, but they're wearing like, some have like a leather jacket and an earring.
Okay.
Like
biker
another
dude
guy.
Or whatever.
Yeah, another one's got like glasses and like a Hawaiian shirt or something. They're emulating human personality traits. The Japanese are like that with external characters.
They're tiny too.
Dude, gremlinese.
Yeah.
Gremlinese.
Those fucking gremlins. What a fucking, that's close to being some kind of racial slur. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, I'm sure you could have someone be like, "You talking about me?"
I know.
Gremlin.
Gremlin.
I know what gremlin means.
I know.
I know what you're talking about.
Those long-eared, big-eyed motherfuckers.
Yeah. Wait a minute. No, he means us, guys. Let's go over there.
Yeah.
I'll show you gremlins. So yeah, it's a wild place. It was interesting. It was very interesting, but I think it was more of an experience than. It was definitely more of an experience than like a vacation. It was a learning experience.
Interesting. Culture shock. Definitely culture shock.
It's only Japanese people. Only. There's no one Hispanic.
For sure.
There were
for sure.
12 black people probably in 10 days that we were there. We saw maybe 20 white people. It was December, so it's a slow tourism season.
Oh, okay.
But they still had a lot of tourism because we're in the hot spots, Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. But all their tourists are Japanese.
Crazy.
It's weird. Everyone's Japanese.
That's crazy.
Absolutely everyone you see. It's not like LA. There's some Puerto Rican guy. There's like a French dude. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if there's French out here, but like
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's everybody.
It would be funny though if it was like, say it was Japan and everybody's Japanese, but there's Japanese dudes that pretend to be like Puerto Ricans.
I'm sure there are.
Like,
you said there's cholos.
I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, bro. Like,
dude, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what they're into? You know what the girls like to dress up as? It's fucking weird.
Schoolgirls, right?
Beyond that, though, dolls.
Dolls?
They dress up like dolls.
Crazy.
Schoolgirl is tame. A lot of them dress like schoolgirls, and they're not even being like that sexual about it. They are, but it's like that doesn't get them high anymore.
Yeah.
And so now, like those little schoolgirl like skirts and stuff, they're not even. You see them all the time, but it's not unusual. The ones who are out on a limb, they dress up like
a doll.
Like a doll.
So what? They paint their face to look plastic.
Yep. And then they wear like these expensive, ornate dresses. They have shops for this, and you.
Wait, is it like those, like those fucking like, kind of like those glass doll girls? You know what are they called? The porcelain dolls. Yep. They dress like that. Like oh shit, wild.
Yep, it's like a little bit of goth to it. A little bit of goth.
Interesting. But, that's cool.
Yeah, it is. And it's weird, dude. It's really weird because like we went into a couple shops where they sell all these outfits.
Damn.
And the girls who work there, it'll be like a little boutique. There'd be 2 girls working there, and they're not glad you're there. They know that you're a tourist. They know you're not there to like buy anything. They know you're just there to look around. And there's signs that say no pictures, which I don't know why the fuck they care. And you can't touch anything. There'll be dolls up on shelves you're not allowed to touch because they know you're not going to buy the doll. It's just to kind of like go with the theme.
Yeah.
But these dresses are really ornate. They're like for parties. They're for like going out at night.
So I come from the ghetto, Bell Gardens. What does ornate mean?
Sorry. Ornate is like detailed. Very detailed.
I see.
Yeah, like really. Like just. There's a lot going on to it. It's like very like a crafted dress. It's not simple.
That's what's
It's like complex looking, and I don't know. I don't know what they like. They must judge each other when they go to parties. Like,
imagine
a doll dress make you look like more of a doll than me. Like
that's what do they do, dude? I wonder if the guy dolls like put tape, to not have the guy doll dick like a Ken doll. You know what I mean?
Like tuck that shit.
Yeah.
The guys don't dress like dolls so much. Not that we saw. The guys were like, they're really into boy bands.
Wow.
Crazy
Trip out.
into boy bands. Crazy. Wow. Dude, they would have just buses or like trucks that would drive around like with a giant LCD screen on the side of a box truck or like literally like something as long as a bus. They would just drive it around, no one on it, and it would just have the picture of the boy band and they'd be blasting the music. It was the most annoying thing there. They were very not annoying people. They were very like contained, like self-kept. the boy band buses would go around. It was like
That's crazy.
annoying.
I mean, probably one of the best ways to promote your music.
Of course.
I mean, you're just
But you just wouldn't
force
think
feeding people your music.
force feeding them. And their boy bands are not 3 or 4. It's like 11 guys deep.
Oh,
This way
shit.
here, yeah, that's why they would have a bus, because the picture would be like every
11
single guy side to
damn.
side, side by side. And it's so that like every girl can have, you know, whether you want like the tall guy with black hair or you want
there's
the
an
short guy
option
with
for
blonde hair,
everybody.
you want the like chubbier guy, you want the skinnier guy. They're way into boy bands though. It's
Crazy.
bizarre. And they're into, we were there in December, so it was all American Christmas music.
Interesting.
All of it.
It's so weird. So Japan's just like a Disneyland of the world. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a good way to put it.
yeah.
It's a good way to put it. Like when Disney makes like a little Paris or something.
exactly.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a lot like that.
And instead of having robots, they actually have Japanese people going, it's a small.
not?
That's the only way
Why
they could
not?
work. You know what I mean? Like,
That's probably
it's a
what
job.
their boy bands do.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's because they're a series of islands that it's small. It's a really small culture. So I guess they have to, at some point, take from without, you know, and go around, look at the rest of the world and be like, ooh, I'm into Harley
cool.
shit or something.
Yeah.
You ain't so much Harley, but like, yeah.
So you went to Italy recently too. So
Italy's balls.
what era would you rather be part of? And then we'll get into.
Yeah.
Would you rather be part of Imperial Japan or Fascist Italy?
Or fascist Italy. What
Yeah.
do you mean? Like Mussolini? Like
Mussolini times,
like
yeah.
Axis
Fascist.
of evil?
Exactly, yeah. Or
Would I rather team with Hitler?
Okay, but there's fascist Mussolini, yeah. But then also the Imperial Japanese who bombed what's it called? Pearl Harbor, the kamikaze.
All right. Yeah, they did. I mean, they got it in return.
That's true.
Hard,
Definitely,
son.
yeah.
Hard.
So nobody wants that.
Nobody
wants that
no.
actually.
But I mean, if we're talking just like old school culture, I mean, unless we have to have the cynicism, like I don't know, like
You can take it anyway. It's a
actually,
question, you know?
Well, but as far as you know, what the interesting thing, what you're asking though, is that both of those countries teamed with Germany.
Oh, I
II.
didn't know Japan did.
Japan, dude.
I thought they were like their separate own thing.
No, so it would that was the axis of evil. The axis of evil was Germany, Japan, and Italy, and it was in that order as far as who was contributing the most. Like Germany was leading the fight, Japan joined in, and then Italy like kind of said they were in because of Mussolini, but the people were like, I don't know what this guy's talking about.
We're like, bro, we're trying to drink wine, dog. What the
For
fuck?
real.
You know what I mean? Like
eating this pasta real quick.
exactly, bro. I'll get there. It's 2:00. What do you want?
So I guess as far as involvement level, I'd probably still go Italy because they didn't really want a whole lot to do with it. They weren't trying to, you know, I don't even know a ton about World War II, but I do think it's interesting that those three, like, can you imagine
Allied,
today?
basically.
Can you imagine today? Think about how Germany crushes it with car making, like watches, like
German engineering.
their
It's one of the most
engineering.
expensive.
It's some of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Imagine German engineering today with Asian technology, Japanese technology.
That's how we want our kids, bro. The way look like them, Germans and
I'm
Asians.
not sure they would lose though. You know what I mean? If
If
was
they
today,
combine,
those two.
See, but then you would have a bunch of weirdos, I think. You would have like these soldiers who are into anime. You know, maybe they're wearing cat ears on the battlefield. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make
Coming
any sense.
at you like with their faces painted.
Yeah,
and
they got
painted
whiskers
like dolls.
painted on their face.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but
Dressed
they're
like
racist as
Pikachus.
fuck. They hate Jews. Like,
well, you know what? I think I started to tell you in Japan, heavy on the swastika.
heavy on the swastika, but because they're Buddhist, right? So it's like that meant tranquility, I believe.
Sure,
yeah. And it's but it's not it's not considered a broken cross, right?
It faces the other way. So where the swastika that the Germans used pointed to the right, meaning there was an opening on the right side, the Buddhist swastika points to the left.
Oh, okay. And it's not at an angle, right?
No, it's the same.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
isn't it like squared kind of?
Right.
Like,
Yep, it is. But it's the same symbol. There's no getting around. It's the same symbol.
For sure. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, because I'd always heard, like, oh yeah, it's older than the Nazis. You know, it's Buddhist. It means good things. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. But then once you're there, then you realize, wait a minute, they teamed with the Nazis.
Oh, so it was never an issue.
Well, they're not oblivious to what it became.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
interesting they held on to it. Like, if we teamed up with the Nazis, even if the swastika was ours from thousands of years before, I think we'd lay off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's not the same, but it works.
It's pretty, you know what I mean?
Kinda
Like,
close.
if you turn the Ford symbol the other way and that meant, like, kill the Jews, you'd be like, I don't know if we want to use maybe a new logo.
Yeah,
Maybe a new logo.
logo.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying get rid of the concept, but...
You know, Buddhists never hated anybody, but I see your point, and I know where you're getting at. Yeah.
And then when you get there and you realize how not diverse they are, you're like, man, like maybe...
Who knows? There's a correlation, a weird...
Maybe that's their subtle way of being like, take it how you want, you know? Cause
Imperial Japan, more like Nazi Japan.
More like Nazi Japan, son. It was wild.
Sorry, Japan, we're just fucking around. I don't know if I have any viewers out there. Fuck them though, bro. Nazi Japan.
That's kind of what was going on.
So how was Italy though?
Italy was the balls, dude.
Yeah.
The balls. It was, oh my God, it was so good. The whole time we were in Japan, we were comparing it to Italy. Which is unfair because it was a better time of year. We were in Italy the first 2 weeks of October. Perfect. It cools off. You can still walk around with like a t-shirt during the day, maybe like a long sleeve shirt. That's it. You don't need a coat.
That's cool.
At night, maybe like a light coat. You
nice.
know, that's it, like a sweatshirt.
Great weather.
Perfect, beautiful weather. And the tourists are gone. The tourists are heavy in the summer, June through August. So, dude, beautiful, fun, cheap.
Damn, nice. I know. How much were you saying the beers were out there?
Like $3, $4.
For like a what?
Like if you go to a bar, if you're at dinner and you order like a draft beer with your dinner, at most it's $4.
That's amazing.
At most.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then, but if you want like a tall one, maybe you spend like $5, maybe $6, and you get like a tall beer.
That's
like
crazy.
for like $6, for sure $6 at your table. If they have bottles, you can get like a 32-ounce beer.
That's crazy.
Fuck
That's amazing.
Yeah, because they want you to have a good time.
Yeah.
They want you. I was talking to my buddy earlier about this. They want you to live your life.
Nice.
It's not like LA, where everybody wants you dead because you're in the way, and they want to take all your money as you fall to the ground before you're cold. They want the money out of your pocket. That's the ideal goal of LA.
Or at least post it up for content.
At least, I was gonna say, and get famous somehow on the process. It's a very blood-sucking leech environment. It's disgusting.
Vampires.
Ruins your soul.
Yeah.
But when you go to places like Italy, dude, the best pasta you can ask for is $11. And if you finish it by yourself, you did it wrong. Like you shouldn't finish. It's too much.
No way.
It's more than you can eat. And but they also figure you're going to order like different courses. Like you'll order pasta to start, and then you'll have like some meat afterward, and then like a salad at the end. Like
that's a heavy entree.
It is.
Or heavy. What do they call it? Where it's like three courses. That's a heavy course.
Yeah. But it's also like they figure you might share.
Oh, they're big plates.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Everything's big, dude.
Crazy.
It's a good life.
Nice.
If I spoke Italian well enough to perform stand-up in Italian, I would probably move.
So what you're saying is the axle of evil actually paid off in some way.
You know what? Well, for the Italians, they had just the right amount of evil. Just the right amount. They didn't go heavy with the Japanese. Too much evil. Germans, way too much evil. But the Italians... just the right amount. Nice. Just a sprig.
You could taste that fascism in their pasta. You know what I mean?
Like, I thought it was maybe truffle. No, that's fascism. Yeah.
Tastes good though.
Yeah, they didn't overdo it.
Yeah.
They didn't overdo it. It's not plain.
Yeah.
It's not boring. It's just right.
What's that stuff that Asians use to like enhance flavor?
Yeah, MSG.
MSG.
Yeah.
Instead of MSG, it's
fascism. Yeah. That's funny. And the Japanese use a lot of MSG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you feel uncomfortable the whole time.
I heard it's not good for you at all. Even Japanese dudes that I've talked to who cooked with it, they're like, yeah, we use a little bit, but you can't use this all the time.
No, it's really bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, wild times. I would say for anyone listening, go to Japan to experience another, like probably the most distant culture from what we know.
Interesting.
While still being first world and modern.
Yeah.
Go to Italy to enjoy.
Dope. Yeah. And you grew up in Boston, right?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
Yeah, like an hour north of Boston.
Okay. And then how long were you living out there? Till you moved out to LA?
Well, I've moved around a bunch. I left. I came out to California a couple times. First time when I was 19, I moved here for like a month. No, was I 19? I don't know, 20, 21, something like that. I moved out here for like a month. And then I moved back. That was to Costa Mesa with a buddy. We didn't know what we were doing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I started dating a girl right before I left. I was like, oh, let's just go back. And then I took a whole bunch of acid, dude.
No way.
I probably didn't tell you about this.
No, never, dude. Holy
I've been
shit.
thinking lately, I got to do something with this story. So
okay.
I took basically like 30 hits of acid one night and decided to move to California. That wasn't the plan. I didn't plan to do that much acid.
Damn, bro.
Have you done acid?
Yeah, I've done acid.
Okay.
But 30 hits, I feel like I would feel like I'm a puddle of water after that or something.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's what happened. So what happened was my buddies and I, who we would smoke a bunch of weed, we weren't like drug dealers by any stretch, just smoke weed. We were friends with some hippies in New Hampshire. And so one of the buddies knew these hippies who asked us to drop off a vial of acid, just to drop it off. We have no transaction. We're not making money.
What year is this?
This is 2001.
Okay.
Right around there. Yeah,
right,
it's like 20 years ago.
Damn.
So we have the vial of acid and it's in a sweet breath bottle, right? And so we go over to this like pizza restaurant to drop it off to these kids. They're like, all right, thanks, cool, whatever, see you later. Then they hit us up like, I don't know, 40 minutes later or something. They're like, this shit doesn't work. And we're like, what? And they're like, it does nothing, man. And we're like, that's weird. Like,
wait, so they took it and then automatically thought that it should be starting right away?
Something. Or maybe it had been an hour, but like they, like it was right around the time we're like, you should, I don't know. Maybe they didn't take it right away or something. But anyway, we're like, well, what do you want to do? And they're like, well, we want our money back. And we're like, well, all right, fine. We don't care. Just give us back the bottle. Like, we have nothing. We're literally just being a cool delivery guy.
Yeah.
So we go back, we give them back their money. We pick up the vial and we're going to give it back to the hippies. Well, we stop off the gas station to pick up some blunts. And I'm telling my buddy, I'm like, dude, I know those. It's the hippies we all know, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, they make really good acid. And he's like, yeah, they do. And I'm like, there's no way. This is whack, dude. And I was like, maybe worst case it's watered down. And he's like, I guess, like, who cares? And I'm like, well,
yeah, that shouldn't affect it really, right?
Well, I mean, if it's watered down, it's going to be less potent. You have to take more of it.
Oh.
But I said, you know what? I said, give it to me. He's like, you want some? And I was like, we're going to take it back anyway. Who cares? And then I had this video camera in my back seat. I go, yo, turn on that video camera. Watch this. And so he turns on the video camera, pointing at the rear view. And I look at the camera in the rear view. And I take the sweet breath bottle and I drop 10 big drops of liquid on my tongue because I'm thinking it's watered down. Yeah. I liked acid. I would take 2 or 3 hits, of regular like paper acid. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I take 10 liquid hits and he's like, dude, what's wrong with you? I'm like, relax. These kids just gave it back because it didn't do anything for them. I took 10 because it's gotta, I want more.
It's gotta be weak.
Yeah, it's gotta be weak. Normally acid takes about an hour to really hit you, right? Yeah. At least 40, 45, something but like an hour. Mm-hmm. We're leaving the gas station like 20 minutes later and I got a car full of people.
Oh, and you're driving?
Yeah. Oh. And I just tell my buddy, I could feel my arms just go to fucking jello and I felt like I was going to swerve across the road and I was like, yo, somebody else has to drive. This shit's not bunk, dude. Oh, like, what? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, you got to drive. So someone else had to drive my car. We go to someone's house and we just party all night. Like, a bunch of people came over. Most people were not doing acid, but I'm fucking
frying.
Wow, bro. I'm on another level. And I'm just
But were you having a good time or were you tripping?
Both. Like sometimes when I would trip hard, I wouldn't talk. I would just get like cerebral. I just go in my head and just kind of like explore life and just like think and just like listen. I always took acid. It wasn't a party drug. It was like educational for me. So it's being that, you know, it's hitting me that way at this house. And so everyone else around me, they're smoking weed, they're drinking beers and vodka, whatever. But I'm just like, I'm occasionally interacting, but I'm mostly just like zoned. You know, I'm feeling good, but I'm kind of just doing my own thing. as the night goes on, like the party goes by and I've hung with a few people and I'm like, I'm still fucking high, bro. It's the end of the night. And I'm watching TV by myself and I start hearing audio tracks that I'm sure I'm hearing them, but it's not, this can't be what the TV's playing. And it sounded bad.
Yeah.
One of them, Walker, Texas Ranger is on. Yeah, but he's got this Mexican dude who's like the bad guy. Okay. And the audio track isn't making sense. And it's like, there aren't really words. It's just like, oh, he's bad because the drugs or something. And I'm like, what? They're just like criminalizing the Mexican guy as so stereotypical.
Typical, exactly.
Yeah, it was bizarre. And I'm like, wait, what? And like, there weren't real words coming out of Texas Rangers guys. Like, we got to get him because the drugs and shit. And I'm like, yo, wait, is this what people hear? Is this like a lower track of audio? What the fuck am I tuned into?
Yeah.
And I'm like watching something else and it seemed weird. And I'm like, yo, the world isn't what I think it is, man. Like the world, it's different. You know, there's shit going on that no one's thinking about. And I'm like, that's down by the border, man. Like, should I just go?
Damn, dude.
Should I go check this out? Should I go see what's going on down there? Like, see if like shit's weird with like people and like Mexicans and shit. I don't know.
Just to prove your,
like
what you're seeing is real.
Yeah. So check this out. So then I'm like, all right, I'm wired, man. And everyone else is like up. And I go outside for a cigarette. I was supposed to go back to college like 3 days later, like a week later, because it was like right after New Year. And it's snowing outside. And I'm outside having a cigarette. Everyone else is asleep. And I'm awake as shit in the night. And I'm like, yo, man, it's like Field of Dreams. Did you ever see Field of Dreams?
I never seen it. It's a baseball movie.
Yeah. And like he hears this voice from a cornfield talking about if you build it, they will come. Meaning if you build a baseball field where this cornfield is, the ghost players of the old.
That's the Angels. Is that the team is the Angels, right? The California Angels?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, there's so many of those.
Yankees, but I could be wrong.
No, I could be wrong, actually.
Angels in the outfield? Maybe?
Angels in the outfield, yeah.
But anyway, I get this sensation that like, just go to San Diego, man. And this, like, it's cold here. It'll be warm in San Diego, and it'll all just make sense. You should go. You
just turned into a hippie like within that hour, dude.
Just like that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get the rest of the acid. I'm gonna buy the vial because clearly it works, and most of the vial is still there. So in the morning, my buddy wakes up, and I'm like, yo, let me buy that vial. And he's like, what? He's like, you've never bought a vial. I'm like, I don't, so what? Don't ask questions.
Yeah.
Let me buy it. I was like, what is it, 125? He's like, yeah. Really? And I'm like,
not that bad, actually.
It's 20 fucking years ago though.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, let me just get it. So, and he's like, all right, you okay? I said, I'm better than okay.
So, your eyes are like separated, crazy, you know what I mean?
Bro,
like
crazy.
You're looking like an iguana and
dude,
shit. Like,
for real.
Are
like
you okay,
pug,
bro?
Like,
yeah.
Like, nah, I'm not, but I am. So listen,
I'm seeing clearly, bro.
Dude, it gets crazy. So then I'm like, all right, so I gotta go buy a plane ticket to San Diego. That's what I gotta do. Originally, I wanted to go to Italy. That's where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to Italy, but I didn't have a passport, so I knew I couldn't just get a passport today and go. It's like before the internet was even big.
Yeah.
And so it sounds like forever ago it was. But anyway, so I go to a payphone at a grocery store, and I'm calling like the airlines over the phone. And as I'm going by, they can't hear me because like this big snowplow keeps going by, like plowing the whole parking lot. Wow. And I'm thinking I'm in the Truman Show. Like they're trying to make it impossible for me to leave.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
That's
it
wild,
feels like
bro.
it. And then like they couldn't take my debit card because it didn't have a Visa logo. So I got to go get like a money order and all this shit. And I'm like, it's really the Truman Show. The plow, the credit card, they don't want me to go. I have to go. This makes me want to go more.
Damn.
And I'm amped. I'm juiced up. So finally, I go through the process and I buy the ticket, but I couldn't afford to go that day. It would have been like $700. It was all my money. I was like, I could afford it for like 2 days later. It was like a little over $300.
So while all this is happening, you're tripping on acid.
Tripping on acid, have not 100%. Slept. Yeah, bugging, dude. Just like, but feeling great. That is feeling great, feeling excited. But because I'm high as shit.
Yeah.
So I buy the plane tickets for 2 days later. Now I know I get 2 days to figure out like, yo, did I just get too high? You know what I mean? Did I just do this, man? It was just like, I don't know. What am I talking about? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
So I decided, all right.
What a realization.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but I decided, all right, so for the next 2 days, I'm not going to do any more acid. I'm going to decide if I want to do this. And the mindset did not change. Absolutely did not change.
So you still had an urge to go to San Diego is what you're saying.
It's happening, bro. It's
Whoa,
fucking happening.
trip out.
But I want to make sure in a clear mind. So what do? I start planning it out. I said, all right, I should go say hello to my family. I'll go visit everybody one at a time, not telling everybody I saw everybody that day. Just be like, hey, I haven't seen you in a little bit. Wanted to pop in, say hello, whatever.
It's like you're about to commit suicide.
It's like I'm about to commit suicide.
I heard people who are suicidal do that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they kind of like... So if there's like a past beef or something like that, anything that kind of is still tying them into say living or whatever, they kind of like go and tie up loose ends. Yeah,
it's exactly what I did.
Yeah, it's
I went to everybody.
Yeah,
dude, it's just like that. And then I started to think, all right, so what am I gonna do when I get there? I don't really have much money, so I was like, all right, I've been a waiter, but I want to travel light. So what I'll do is I'll take my backpack. I'll fill it with my black pants from being a waiter, my black shoes so I can wait tables, you know, and a white shirt. That's it. Damn. One pair of black pants, one white shirt, and one pair of Doc Marten fucking black shoes.
Crazy.
And then the rest is just like a few pairs of underwear, you know, like that's it. And I'm out. Like I'm trying to be like light. Yeah. And so I pack up and I go visit everybody. And now it's day 3. Now like I'm leaving today.
And you're sober.
I'm sober, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sober. So I pack up my bag. Yeah. I put a journal in there so I can do some writing. And I'm like, this is what we're doing. And now, mind you, I live in an apartment with friends, but we each have our own lease. It's a 4-bedroom, like half of a house. Yeah. And one of them is my best buddy. We go to school together. Like we've known each other for years. And but because it's my own lease, I'm not screwing anybody. If I just disappear,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't hurt them. Oh. You know, it doesn't hurt their. I mean, my portion of the bills, I guess, the electric bill, but whatever, like small comparison. Yeah. So I pack up my stuff, and I don't even know. Maybe I'll be back in like a day. Yeah. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have no idea. So I pack this stuff up, and then I go and I get in my car. I put a spare key to my car under my sister's bed. She still lived at home, so I go in her room and no one's home, and I put a key to my car under her bed, so that I can lock my keys that I carry in the car when I get to the bus station. Damn. Drive the car to the bus station, still sober, drop it off, lock the keys inside. Now I'm out. Like now this is happening.
It's for
I get
real.
on the bus,
holy shit.
Ride the bus from Portsmouth to Boston to Logan Airport. And I get to the airport and I'm like, let's get dosing.
So you take more.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Like, let's do this.
You are a man on fire or on acid, one or the other.
Both.
Yeah.
Dude, I meet this kid. Like, so we get on the plane. Check this out. We get on the plane and I'm tripping, right? Like, I'm in this fucking state and I'm loving it because I really enjoyed acid. And I'm on the plane and we're getting ready to take off. And then it won't go. The plane won't work. What? And I'm like, I'm causing this. It's me, bro. My God. I'm like fucking up the electrical, you know, like fields with my head, dude. Because I'm like,
the schizophrenia is kicking in,
and the fucking Truman Show. Like they won't let me leave, and I'm like, yo, so we have to deboard the airplane. We have to get off the plane.
Such a crazy coincidence, too.
Yeah. So I'm sitting down. We're back inside now. It's nighttime. And I'm sitting in like the waiting area for the next flight. A couple hours later, talk to this kid. I see one kid my age. I'm like, oh, what up, dude? You know, what's going on with you? He was like, yeah, I'm going to San Diego because he's like, I actually live in Arizona, but I threw this house party when my parents were gone. They told me not to have a party, and I did, and some shit got fucked up. 1 million people showed up. They kind of trashed the house. Oh. He goes, and when my parents were coming home, I didn't want to deal with what they were going to do to me, so I just left.
Damn.
He's like,
so he's a runaway?
He's a runaway. He ran to Boston to catch up with some buddies that went to school in Boston because he was still in college. And he's like, so now it's just time to go home and like see what's up, you know? And I was like, wow, dude, that's a wild story. He's
that
like,
is a wild story.
I said, you want some acid?
Oh my God, dude.
And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I got some right here. He's like, for real? I was like, I'm on it right now. I'm going to do some more. You want to do some acid? He's like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm going to go face my parents. I don't even want to go. They're going to beat me. I said, have some acid. So We dosed down more. They put us on a new plane. They go, hey, because we had to switch planes as a courtesy, we're going to offer you guys free beer for the night.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah,
very
fuck
cool.
yeah. Rolling Rock, cans, whatever, cold, all night long.
That's
as many
super
as you want.
cool.
The kid and I, we're buzzing hard, and like there's no need to talk. You know, I mean, we don't know each other that well. We're not going to have a trip together right now. We're on a plane, but he sits on his side of the aisle. We're like across, because there's no one on the plane. There's like 10 other people.
Okay.
And so every so often we just kind of cheers each other with a beer, like what up, you know, in our own little world. And they played the in-flight movie was Remember the Titans.
Awesome, great movie.
Great movie.
Yeah. And
one of my favorite songs, Norman Greenbaum's Spirits of the Sky.
Oh yeah.
Down.
It's the spirit in the sky,
Which
sky.
is what I am in this moment, dude.
Shit, dude.
That's me. I'm a spirit in the sky,
wild,
dude. I'm
bro.
on this other fucking plane, and I hear this.
Damn, you're like in the future of yourself or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, it's serendipitous. It's all fucking feeling great.
That's crazy.
So we get to San Diego. That kid stays on the plane. I said, you know, have a good life, bro. I'll catch you around. And there was no like Facebook or anything like that. You're not going to keep up. But so then I get off the plane. I don't know, bro. Here I am. I'm in San Diego.
Damn.
I got a backpack and a vial and nothing. I don't know anyone here. I have no contacts. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here, but let's just go have some fun. Cool. So first I needed some sleep. So I sleep with my backpack wrapped up in my arms in a seat at the airport. And I just get an hour or two just to kind of rest up. And then I get off. I get on a bus. The first thing I hear when I get on the bus to leave LAX, San Diego airport. I hear a guy talking to the bus driver. They're both in a great mood. It's morning time, nice sunny day. And one of them says to the other, hey, you know, I was talking to my doctor. He said the ideal environment for the body to live is 71 degrees Fahrenheit. And he goes, do you know what the average temperature is in San Diego? And the other guy's like, what is it? He goes, 72.
So that means you could just be chilling outside?
Yeah, it's a perfect environment for us to exist. It's
that's
perfect.
Wild.
And that's the first thing I heard, like coherently,
That's
like
crazy,
overheard
dude.
in a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in the right fucking place. So I get off and I hop out in the gas lamp and I don't know where the fuck I am. And so I just start walking around, dude. I can't leave this out. A big reason I wanted to go, I wanted to experience life as an observer, right? Because in where I'm from in New Hampshire, everybody knows everybody. Mm. You know what I mean? You fart in the woods. Your high school gym teacher's going to walk by and be like, that smelled. You know what I mean? Like everywhere you go, every
Small
grocery
towns,
store,
right?
everywhere you go, it's someone's brother, sister, cousin, dad, uncle, teacher. Everybody knows everybody, which is sweet. And I love it. But I wanted to be away from that. I want to see what life was like without me being a part of it. I just wanted to observe life with no involvement from me. And so for that reason, I dressed way sketchy, bro.
No way.
Way sketchy, but kind of subtle, but kind of not.
How?
So I wore this like long black leather jacket. It wasn't like a trench coat. I'm not like Columbine. Even I don't know if that happened yet. But anyway, so I'm wearing like a 3/4 length leather jacket, which is nondescript other than being leather, but whatever. And I had this woven hemp hat. It was like a grayish blue color.
That's hilarious.
And I would wear it low enough so that I could see you,
but you can't
see my eyes. Shit. Like you can't see me. And then add on to it, I had these Clark Kent like real prescription looking glasses, but the frames were fake. So they had frames, but they weren't, no prescription. So I'm wearing like disguise glasses, a hat over my eyes mostly, and then this leather jacket.
Crazy, dude. So you're straight drifter vibes.
Drifter, dude. Yeah. Because I just wanted to not exist. I just wanted to fucking observe.
That's crazy.
So I'm dressed dicey for sure, and I have a backpack, but and so I'm just cruising around. So immediately I'm like, all right, I should start asking kids if they need a roommate. I got to get set up. I need someplace to stay.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah. Because I had about $150 on me, and then about $320 in the bank.
Okay.
That's all I have. I don't even have $500, dude.
That's crazy.
I got nothing. After the vial and the fucking flight, this is all I have.
That's crazy.
So I got to make this work. So I started asking girls. There's a lot of like all the restaurants in the gas lamp, they have hostesses that stand at the street to try to get you to come in. So I started asking them, hey, I just moved here. I don't tell them an hour ago on acid, but I just moved here looking for a roommate. Do you know anyone who's looking for a roommate? Figuring maybe they know guys, probably not a girl, whatever. But they're like, oh, give me your number, I'll hold on to it, whatever. They're cool. So I zip around, and then I take a bus down to the beach, and I talk to this guy on the way. He's bugging out. He can't believe what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, man, whatever, fuck yeah. And I get down to the beach, and I get down to Pacific Beach, and it's fucking cool, dude. It's real cool.
Nice,
like, it's a fun stretch. And I start talking to these girls. After a few hours, I'm talking to these two girls that work at like a little shack. And they're like, what the fuck did you say you're here about? And I told them, and they were like,
yo, you told them exactly?
Mostly.
Wow,
I told them,
psycho.
I was like, yeah, I took a bunch of acid, and I decided I want to see a new culture.
Guy,
I framed it a little bit better. I don't know, just acid made me feel like I should come see San Diego.
Oh, okay. You didn't say exactly.
Not all every detail, no, but just, roughly. Yeah. And they were still like, yo, dude, you're crazy. You need to go home, man. And then it kind of like shook me for a minute. Like it got to me. Like it was getting later in the day, and I was coming down a little, even though I took more. And I was like,
actually, where am I gonna go?
Like what am I talking about, dude? Like,
damn,
these girls are right, man. I'm fucking nuts, dude. Like, what was this? Is an adventure. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just go home. Maybe I should. And I was like, well, if I do that, then I can stay for a few days. I got enough money for a few days. I can get, I don't know, like a YMCA or some shit. Stay at some bullshit for a couple nights and just dub around. And then I can go home. And then this money is like enough to get me back whatever. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't know what I was thinking. So I decided I'm going to go.
Bummer though. Kind of bummer a little bit.
Funny you say bummer.
Yeah.
Because just then I've kind of relaxed a little bit. Now it's not quite as tense. What am I going to do for money?
Yeah.
And the reason I say funny you say bummer is because then I run into this bum. This bum is laying there in the street. I mean, laying there. In PB, they just lay there in the street, at least 20 years ago. This dude's just laying there, and he's asking me for change, but he's also smoking a joint. And I'm like, I was like, give him the weed symbol, the joint, and he's like, "Hey, you want some?" And he's cool. He's a cool bum. I was like,
I got AIDS, but
I know, dude. I know, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I feel you. You're young and you're out there.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. So I throw a buck in his cup, and I sit on the cement right with him. Weed's not even legal yet, but apparently PB, no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
So I sit down next to this bum, and I start smoking his joint with him. And I was like, so what are you about, dude? What's going on? Who are you? What's life?
It's cool. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. We start chilling. We smoke this joint. And then he's like, his son comes over. Now, his son is an adult. His son's older than me. His son's in his 30s. Like, this guy's older.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, wait, you're two generations of like outdoorsmen, if you will.
Yeah, for real. Trying to be polite here.
Yeah. They're like, whatever. So now the son's telling me a story. And then the dad's like, hey, you want to drink some beer? And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. This is great, dude. This is what I wanted. Like, I wanted some weird shit,
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And I was like, I got it. I'll buy some fucking 40s or whatever. So I give the son like $6 or something just to get us each a 40.
Cool.
And then I'm thinking like, he ain't coming back. I just gave $6 to a bum, like a second
Seriously, I didn't even think about that.
No, I didn't think about it either, but I didn't need to because he came back.
Oh, yeah, because that doesn't seem like, look, even though homeless guys are homeless and they're whatever, dude, you would be surprised how much money they actually make from begging.
Oh, some of them do.
Dude, I don't mean to, we'll get back in the story. Let me just tell you, I actually...
You want another beer, brother?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
But I've actually have hung out with a couple homeless dudes in the past before too. Uh-huh. And I remember I went to Venice Beach and I talked with this one old school, like, homeless punk guy, like he obviously listens to punk rock, because he has a mini mohawk. He's no shirt with a leather jacket. Yeah. And I think his name was like Billy Bob or some shit like that, whatever. I don't fucking know. But basically this fool would like, ask for money, and I asked him, hey bro, so like how much money do you actually make in a day of just whatever? He's like, he's like, well, I've only been asking for like 2 hours and I already have $80. So it was like
$40 an hour?
Yeah, it's like, damn, bro, you're probably ending your night with $300
You really
a day.
might.
You
That's
know
like
what I mean?
like a bartender job.
And this was at 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So
Sometimes they can haul it in, dude.
it's crazy. But yeah, as you were saying, like,
So he came back with the beers, and it kind of made me feel good about them. Like, wow, these guys are like kind of cool, you know, like they're having a genuinely good time.
mm-hmm.
So I asked them, I was like, yo, you guys like acid?
That's so fucking.
And
that's very cool though, bro. That's very
let's
cool.
have fun with him, you know. And this other dude comes over, Big Jake. Big Jake's this big, tall motherfucker, like 6'4", just a big dude. So he comes over, and the four of us are drinking beer, smoking weed,
cool.
And like the oldest guy didn't even know what acid was. He's like, I don't know, but basically, I'm a fucking bum. I'll do your drugs.
What have I got to lose?
Nothing to lose. It's exactly his attitude. So I dose everybody down. I take some more, and we start partying. Well, not start partying. We just continue the way we're hanging out.
Yeah.
But then, like the bum with the son, those two got to bust out. I don't know if they maybe did a dinner engagement. I don't know what the fuck they had to do. But
I know, Oz. Seriously.
Where
he's looking at his watch.
Yeah, I'm late. Either way late or way early, bro.
Yeah.
But so I hang with Big Jake. Big Jake ends up being the kind of guy I want to learn more about. Big Jake and I, now it's like dark, right? It's getting dark. And Big Jake is like, yeah, man, I actually write. I was like, really?
Wow,
you write?
cool.
He goes, yeah, I have a 400-page manuscript. I've been working on a book.
Damn.
I said, you fucking serious, dude? He goes, yeah, I go to the library. I go there most days of the week, and a little bit here, a little bit there. He goes, I can show it to you. I said, yeah, fuck it. Let's see your 400-page manuscript, Big Jake.
Yeah.
So he takes me down this alley, like where I could get popped. I'm keeping an eye out, you know.
Yeah,
and he
definitely.
reaches under a dumpster, and I'm like, again, sketchy, bro. But I'm watching him, and no, he pulls out a 400-page manuscript. He had it like in a plastic bag, and he's showing it to me. I'm not about to read this thing right now, but I'm like, that's pretty
It's just
wild,
still
man.
impressive, yeah.
It's impressive for a guy who sleeps outside.
For real.
So we walk down to the beach, and he starts telling me, I'm like, dude, so you seem, come on, you're writing a book. Like, what are you doing being homeless? You know, like a 6'4" fucking white guy. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
He goes, you see that hotel down there? And there's this hotel a mile down the way, and I can see it from the cliffs. Very well lit. He goes, I used to be the head janitor over there, the maintenance guy. I said, okay. He goes, well, it paid all right, and at the time you could buy a house. He goes, I bought a house not too far, and I was married, and my wife and I lived in the house. Then she started cheating on me.
Ouch.
And I'm like, fuck, man, really? He's like, yeah. And then, we got a divorce, and I'm still paying my alimony, whatever. I'm paying the bills. And I'm like, damn, man. And he goes, and then she moves the guy in.
Wow.
He goes, so now here I am paying for a house for my ex-wife to live in with her new guy who she cheated on me with. And to pay these bills, I got to be a janitor at that fucking hotel. He goes, why would I even do any of this? He goes, so I just walked away. I just walked away from everything.
I'm just going to become a bum.
I'm just a bum now. I'm just a bum.
And is there like a time period that he had to pay up until or something? Like,
I don't know. He said California laws are very wife biased, and they shafted him.
That's
so
fucked. And I feel like that's like a typical story with like homeless people sometimes, where it's just,
it could easily be something like that, because I mean it's tied to everything. You're finding, you know what I mean? Like, you're not just going to go get a different job. You still got to pay your alimony.
Yeah,
like, just fuck it, man. So he's telling me about this, and we're talking about drugs and stuff, and then we're just sitting there on the beach, just having a little hang. And he's like, "Listen, man," he's like, "So what are you gonna do?" Big Jake is asking me what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
he's homeless, but what am I gonna do? He's like concerned, like, "What's your plan, dude?" Like, I know where I'm at.
Yeah,
I'm a professional homeless guy.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
You're the one I'm worried about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't know, man. I just this and that. And I told him, and I was like, so I'm gonna figure it out. He goes, well, listen. He goes, and he starts pointing to like all the they have like those outhouses on stilts at the beach. Like, you got to kind of climb a ladder or whatever. It's like a little house. And he goes, I can show you how to live in the bathrooms. He goes, there's like tricks to it that make it really more comfortable than you'd think. And it's not that bad.
That's wild.
And I was like, Big Jake, honestly, bro, I appreciate that. I don't think I'm there yet. Yeah. This is my first night of being
hilarious,
homeless.
dude.
I don't
That's
think
insane.
that's what's happening at this moment.
Yeah.
But
I also like how you're on acid, but reality is settling in like like kind of sign by sign, like little note by note. You're like, oh yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I was just on one. Like,
And, piece by piece. And now I'm like, on that note, I'm telling Jake, I'm like, listen, I appreciate you offering to show me how to live in the trash in the toilets, but I probably should bust out. I got to go find a YMCA or something. He's like, yeah, there's one down in the gas lamp, whatever. I was like, all right. So I go get on a bus, and I'm so out of it, dude. I'm like I'm here, but I'm like crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, maybe I should just look for like, cause I'm running out of places. It's dark and it's like getting late, and I'm like on this bus hoping I can find this Y. There's no GPS. I don't have a phone like that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, yo, maybe if I just find like a house with big bushes, you know what I mean? Maybe I can like sleep between the bushes in the house for the night. Like, so and I'm like, crazy. What are you talking about, dude? Like, what are you not even making sense? Yeah. Shut up. You're not going to sleep in someone's lawn. You freak them out. They'll shoot you, you know? Like, come on, kid. So I get a hold of myself and I go down to I find the YMCA. It's downtown, the gas lamp. And they're closed. I don't know why. It's either too late or it's just like a holiday or something. They're closed.
You didn't know the time, what time it was?
It was probably like, I don't know, maybe like after 10. Huh. It wasn't 2 a.m, you know, but it was dark. There were no lights.
That's interesting.
And the steps smelled like piss. It was like big, like granite steps, like a courthouse almost. It was like a big, like a city YMCA. Yeah. And, but there was not a soul to even knock on the door for. And I'm like, fuck.
Maybe it was already past curfew or something. Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I figure I'm fucked, dude. I'm screwed. I said, well, I'm just going to start walking, man. I don't know. Let's just stay in motion. We'll stay up all night so that we're less vulnerable. Yeah. And then I'll find a way to sleep when things open up. I got to start walking so I stay awake. Excuse me. So as I start walking, I don't know where I'm going. I just walk the opposite of the YMCA. It's behind me. So I'm going up the street and I'm walking and I'm walking and I'm walking. And then all of a sudden, like as I'm walking, like the shitty city lights changed. They were these nice iron lamps on the sidewalk. They were much nicer and brighter. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, and then I started to like, and I'm like, oh shit, wait a minute. This is like a brighter part of town. Like this part is alive. Like this part of town's going off a little bit. It might've been a Friday night. I don't know.
That's crazy.
And I start walking down and I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like there are a lot more like lights and businesses are open, restaurants are open and shit. And I get down there, and it's like people are cruising the strip in their fucking cars and shit. Wow. Like people are out. There's clubs going off.
It's crazy.
And then I find this sign. I see a sign that says hostel. I didn't know what a hostel was. Yeah. I knew it was like a place you could stay, but I didn't really know. So I go in and there's a guy there and I'm like, hey man, like what? I don't know, like what's a hostel? And he's like, oh, it's like a room where a lot of people stay, but you get your own bunk. Mm-hmm. And I was like, really? I was like,
I heard it's expensive though.
Well, at this time it was either $11 or $13.
Nice.
And I'm like, wait, so how much? And he's like, yeah, it's like $11. I think this one was $11. And I was like, I can sleep here tonight for $11?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, that's, you don't get your own room. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm inside. When you lock the door, I'll be in here. He's like, yeah, you can. What the fuck, dude? And so
that's cool.
They give me my own bunk, and I go upstairs, and I get washed up a little bit, not like a shower or whatever, but I go in this like common lounge area, and I start looking out. I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm telling my mom, yeah, I'm in San Diego. She's like, she's free. Oh, I told my sister earlier, she's freaking out. My mom's freaking out. What's wrong with you? Oh my God, why are you in San Diego? All this stuff, and I'm like, listen, it's all right. I'm coming home. I'm totally safe. I'm in this lit up, nice lounge of the, like a rec room for the hostel. Mm-hmm. And as I'm looking out the window though, I see like, there's this black dude in a Lincoln, like an old, like the big Lincoln Town cars, the square ones. Mm-hmm. He has a chandelier hanging inside of his car. In his car.
He's a pimp.
I'm like, yeah, he's a pimp. And I'm like, yo, like, as I'm telling my mom, don't worry, I'm coming home in 2 days. I don't know what I was thinking. This was crazy. But I'm looking, I'm like, this place might be cooler than I thought. And I'm like, it's a hostel, $11 a night. I'm telling her, like, I'll be home in 2 days, but I'm like, I might hang for a minute. So then the next day, there's another hostel across the street. They tell me if I pay for the whole week, it comes out to $7 a night.
Wow.
Fuck yeah. Damn. So I pay for the week. So now I'm chilling. I'm hanging out.
That's
dude.
crazy.
Yeah, for like what is 7 times $49?
Yeah,
no problem. $50 for the
wild.
week.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah. You just have to be out of state. I got my out of state ID, no problem. Because they don't want local bums, only for travelers.
Yeah.
And so then it began. I'm like, all right, so I'm writing a lot in my journal. I'm taking a lot of acid, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking explore life. Now I can chill. I know where I'm gonna sleep tonight. I know I have a bed. Yeah. They have a waffle maker in the morning, so I can make waffles. That's part of what you're paying for. And anyway, long story short, like, so what I start doing is, remember I told you I was a waiter. I was a waiter at TGI Fridays. For food, to save money, I went crazy frugal. I had all of these free appetizer cards that people were paying on their bill, but at the end of the night, I never turned them into my manager because he never asked for them.
Yeah.
But technically, they're still valid.
Wow.
So I have like 10 of these free appetizer cards. I'm like, yo, that's my dinner for the week. And it's not even good ones where you can have meat. It's like tacos or like
onion
nachos.
rings.
Yeah, like nachos with no chicken. Like just the basic.
Who gives a fuck?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah.
And then for food, for lunch, what I would do, I could have lunch for $1 a day. And this is what I would do. I'd go to Ralph's. I'd get like 2 slices of ham. Mm-hmm. I'd get like a single bulky roll for like 20 cents. You could get a little tiny bag of chips, generic, for like 20 cents, a can of soda for 20 cents. And I would get mustard and mayonnaise. And I would make a sandwich with chips and a soda for $1.
Wow.
And I would have that every day. And then I'd just go around on acid and just like explore, write in my journal, talk to randos, just anyone who wanted to talk to me, I'd listen to them.
Yeah.
I ended up just at the end of the week when I was trying to decide like, all right, I got to probably go home. That first day when I went out talking to girls, this girl hit me up. And she was like, hey, you were looking for a place, right? I said, yeah. She goes, listen, I'm Italian. I have to go back to Italy to renew my visa. Wow. So I don't want to give up my place. I have a 2-bedroom with 3 other Italians.
Damn,
you can rent like my bed.
Dude,
and,
that's wild.
And then I end up renting her bed in this. I shared a room with this other Italian girl. It was a nice apartment in a beautiful Avalon building, like a high story. And I was in there for short money. I paid like $200 for the month or something because I still didn't have much money. Originally, when she hit me up, I was like, I'll do it. And then it took her days to hit me back. And it was the end of the week. And I was like, well, you told me you were going to call me the next day. You didn't call me for almost a week. I only have like $200. She's like, fuck it. I'm so mad, but I don't care. So I got a job working at a CD store back when we sold CDs in stores at Pacific Beach. And I started doing stand-up comedy at the open mic at the comedy store La Jolla.
Damn.
I was beating it up on Wednesdays. And it was really fun. We could go on and on about all the people I met and all the stuff. I met this kid in a wheelchair who had made all kinds of... He got a big settlement because he was playing hockey. He really was like originally fully able. Yeah. And he was back from where I'm from in New England. And his car slid off the road. He hit a tree and was paralyzed.
Oh.
So he got like money for life from his insurance or something. But he was an interesting cat. Spent a lot of time with him.
Dude, what a crazy ride, bro. But it almost...
And I got that tattoo.
Bitch, that's what's up.
That's when I got...
Just to let you guys know, Paul has like this old school tough guy. Like if you guys remember the criminal dude on The Simpsons that always had the cigarette pack under his sleeve.
Yeah.
With the heart tattoo that says mom.
Yeah.
That's what Paul has. Except it says bitch. Yeah.
And it wasn't about my mom.
No.
When I got home, no, my mom cried, bro. My mom cried about that.
No.
She was like, oh my God, is that because of me? I'm like, what?
Damn.
I'm like, no. It's
because usually people get that tattoo and it says mom or it's somebody special.
So I got it because of the girls' names. Like it was all about like I was struggling with girls, man. I didn't know how to. I wore my heart on my sleeve, if you will.
Definitely, yeah.
And so I wasn't good at girls yet. Like I don't know. I could kind of like maybe hook up a little bit, maybe, but like this girl, like getting a girlfriend was impossible. That's what I wanted. Yeah. So I just felt like love's a bitch because I saw when guys would get a tattoo with the girl's name, you're never with her. You know what I mean? You have that name the rest of your life. Yeah. Like I had a cousin who had like Michelle, but he married a Lori.
Dude, I know so many people who have gotten their partners and it's like, first of all, I don't even know why you would do that. You know what I mean? Unless it's your own kid, it's your mom, it's somebody that is never going to leave your life and you love them.
Right.
Amazing. But just a random lover, you know, I'd rather be on acid and go homeless for a day.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
100%.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, I got it because I figured if you're going to have the girl's name for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
but you're only going to be with her maybe 6 months tops, get what you're going to call her for the rest of your life, because that chick's about to break your heart, bro. This is going to hurt for you real bad. So, like, she's going to be a bitch, and you were kind of a bitch to put a girl's name on your skin. You were a little bit of a bitch to do that. So that's kind of it. It's like if you act like a bitch, then you're going to feel like she's a bitch, and then don't do that, you know? So it's kind of like a fun...
You know what's so funny about the tattoo is that, like, it brings out this huge story, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no way you can tell anybody, oh, I got this tattoo when I went to San Diego.
Yeah.
Like that's like... That just is like...
Yeah, you gotta fill in some blanks a little bit.
Exactly, yeah, like... You couldn't even just tell them what it means. You know what I mean? Like, it's because what it means is what it actually took to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You get it.
Yeah. So it's crazy. I feel like that whole journey, it seemed like it was meant to be.
It had to be. It was 3 months long. I stayed there for 3 months.
Wild.
Yeah. And I did acid 3 to 4 times a week.
That's cool.
Every week.
3 months is about a good amount of time where you can actually experience an adventure until it turns into like problems. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? That's how I felt.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I left just at the wrong time because the girl I worked with at the CD store also worked at the Comedy Store. And and she told me, she goes, hey, I heard some of the managers talking about you the other day, and they don't know that I know you. I just heard your name come up because they think you're funny at the mic.
That's
and I was like, oh, that's fucking so cool,
that's
dude.
Amazing.
That's really exciting. And and then I don't know, like a few weeks later I went home. Like it had been 3 months, dude. It was a lot of acid.
Yeah.
I was taking the bus everywhere. I did a bunch, you know, there's a lot of drugs.
Well, during that time period, where does Yo Mama fit in?
Yo Mama comes in
by the way,
5 years later.
Listeners, I'm sure most of my listeners either remember, if you don't, there was a show on MTV called Yo Mama, right?
Yeah.
And basically, if I remember correctly, you would go into the other person's home, right?
Yeah.
And then you would find all their dirty secrets in their own room, and some people had some shitty rooms.
Yeah.
And then you would come back and roast the person on what you found in their...
That was if you made it to the second episode.
Okay.
The first episode, you just meet up on a playground.
Okay.
And you'd rip on whatever you're looking at.
I see.
You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh, your shirt, so stupid, your fucking shoes, whatever.
Yeah.
And then if you win on that episode 2, they get more invested in you because only a few of you are going to go to homes.
Yeah. How'd you get hooked up into that?
All right, that's a fun... it's a very funny story. I didn't want to do it. There was casting notices online, you know, Actors Access, whatever. I didn't want to do it. I thought it sounded dumb. I'm like, I'm not trying to tell you mama jokes. Like, I like to write real fucking jokes. But I go to this house party over in Hollywood, and my buddy was throwing it. There's a ton of people. I'm getting hammered, and I'm mingling. You know, I'm working around, talking to girls and shit.
Cool.
Had a very good night. At the end of the night, 4 girls leave together. They all get in the same car they came in, and the girl sitting shotgun starts asking the other girls, you know, would you meet any guys, whatever. And she starts saying how she made out with this guy, Paul.
Which is you.
Which is me. And they're like, wait a minute. You made out with a guy named Paul?
No.
And the girl in the backseat was like, I made out with a guy named Paul.
Damn, dude.
And they're like, wait, what? And they realize they both made out with the same guy, me. And then the third girl goes, oh no. And they're like, what? And she's like, I sucked his dick.
Oh my God. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. Oh,
so the driver of the car hears this, and she's a casting director for Yo Mama.
Wow, dude.
And she
Holy
goes,
shit.
all right, we got to get that fucking guy on the show. He's crazy.
Incredible. That's incredible, dude.
And so she was friends with the kid who threw the party. He hits me up, says, you know, my friend wants to talk to you about this show, Yo Mama. they would like for you to audition. I'm like, I mean, since you're asking, of course I'll show up.
Hey, who knew that's what it took to be on a fucking hit show, right? Like, find a producer and fuck their friends. You know what I mean?
I couldn't believe that was
crazy.
Then I get to the show. It gets crazy. So then I get to the audition. I had just been in a car accident. It wasn't super bad, but it was kind of rugged. I got hit pretty hard. And I'd gone to the hospital and they gave me these painkillers and muscle relaxers and all this shit. Well, it's like 2 days later for the audition. I got to go. You know, this sounds fun. You know, I got invited. So I go to the audition, but I'm kind of fucked up on pills, dude.
Damn,
I'm kind of out of it.
Bro.
So they give you this like 10-page interview form of like all these questions about your life and where you're from, what do you do for fun? And since I'm kind of whacked out, I'm like, I don't fucking care. And they're like, what are your interests? I'm like, I like to bury my guns in the backyard. But, you know, I say like weird. I just get silly. I don't care.
Yeah.
So then you got to go battle some kid like in a warehouse, just the two of you. It's like a taped out little square each. And I'm like, what? This is weird. I don't know. And I'm like, well, your shoes are so stupid. Maybe that's why you got that shirt from whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel bad. Like, it doesn't even feel good. You know, I don't know, but he's doing it. And then they're like, all right, that was really good. So then
you made him cry. Perfect.
Yeah, he's going to kill himself. This poor guy. So then they sit us all down in this room, in this like hallway kind of, and they're going through the audition interview form. And this one guy is like, you guys, like, this is not how you feel. He's like, this is so boring. He's like, wait a minute. All right, okay, wait a minute, hold on. Who's the guy who said he likes to bury his guns in the backyard and likes to blah, blah, blah? God, and I was like, that was me. And he goes, you knew what we were looking for on this. You get it. How did the rest of you guys you really just wrote like it was a
Did
school
you
paper?
actually answer the question? You fucking...
Yeah, he was like, you guys didn't put any sauce on it.
You're supposed to be comedians? Like,
so I'm
that's
like...
crazy. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm in. You know, they invited me to audition. I beat up the audition. I know I filled out the papers right. Cool, I guess we'll probably do this. Well, then some time goes by. I don't hear anything. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then eventually they call me. And they're like, hey, this is so-and-so with MTV. Is this Paul? I was like, yeah. They're like, all right, look, we're really sorry. We should have called you sooner. But the reason we didn't is because our age demographic is like 16 to 23 or something like that. And or maybe 14 to 23. They're like, you're 26. So you're kind of out of our goal age range. Mm-hmm. But honestly, we've completed all of our casting. They're like, you're the best. They're like, you're going to win this whole thing. Like, if you're still up for it, we're sorry we didn't call you sooner. It was just an age thing. But if you're down, like, we would love to have you.
Yeah,
and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go do this shit. Yeah. And that's how I ended up getting on. That's
amazing.
Yeah, I hooked up with some chicks.
That's another cool thing, bro, where it's just like, you're just like, fuck it, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck what happens. You know what I mean? Like,
went on there and beat it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you realize sometimes, like, because it's like, I feel like that energy when you say like, fuck it. And like, I'm just gonna, where you're vulnerable, but you're confident about being vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I feel like that translates to being on stage. You know what I mean?
There's a lot to that.
Yeah.
There's a lot to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with stand up now, I mean, like now you're, what you said, you're 6 months in?
No, I'm like a year. A year.
Oh, no. So, you know, I'm sorry. I was talking with a buddy earlier today who was 6 months in.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm like a year and a month or two in.
Yeah.
But I noticed because like I have like some friends where they like to drink all the time before going up, or they like to like get high a lot before.
Yeah. Oh.
Which is fine. Like if that works for you on stage, well, who am I to say anything?
Sure.
But a lot of the times whenever I go up on stage, I end up slurring my words, or I just come off not real cool.
I know.
And what I figured is like on stage, you know, even though we feel nervous like ahead of time, right? Because you're kind of like anticipating like moments and how this joke is gonna go, and you're not sure of it all. I feel like you need to have that vulnerability of like fear and nervousness. Bring it onto the stage, but don't be ashamed of it.
Don't let it control you.
Don't let it control you. You kind of have to just
consume you.
Yeah, you kind of have to wear it on your sleeve like your tattoo bitch. You know what I mean? And
it's just around.
Yeah,
it's there.
Yeah,
and a little bit of it keeps you alive.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
but I think I think a lot about this. This is like the thing that I think has held me back the most in stand up is understanding the mindset. And I mean, sometimes I wonder, I'm like, is it because I did so much fucking acid I can't like, focus or whatever? Like, and it's not. I mean, it's really the idea of it's a very complicated thing. Like getting in the right mindset to make people laugh is strangely complicated because there's no book on how to do it. Like you just got to figure it out, and like something that works tonight might not work tomorrow.
Exactly.
Something that made your boys laugh at a party isn't going to make a laugh at people who just walked in and they don't know you. There's a lot to it.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing people mistake, like they mistaken, you know what I mean? Whereas like, hey, I'm funny, I can make some people laugh, and you think that translates to a stage, but it doesn't, because when you're in a conversation with people, they're helping out the build of a strong punchline. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody's saying stuff, and the
whole night is the foreground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you don't have anybody there and you have a spotlight in your face and you're expected to make an audience laugh, it's completely different.
You have to.
They're like, the audience is like a baby, and you're leading them, to like food or something, but they're walking. So you have to like, you know what I mean? You got to fill them in.
Exactly. You got to think about all the stuff they don't know.
They don't know. Yeah.
There's so much they don't know.
But the tricky thing is you can't be too talkative either.
Nope.
Yeah.
You got to be very concise. You got to pick and choose exactly what they need to know. Some things you got to make sure they don't know. Yeah. So you can reveal it later. Yeah. And turn it into a punch.
Yeah. Into like a callback.
Yeah. Or even like a reveal. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they didn't realize the whole time you're not wearing pants.
Exactly.
Like that's, if you told them early, it wouldn't be funny. So they'd be like, why is this guy with no pants? Why is he, in court? It's so bizarre, but it'd be like.
But it's so cool that these experiences exist with comedians, you know what I mean? Because it just shows that, like, I think when it comes to comedians, we're just not content people. No. You know what I mean? Like, we're not people that could just be at the pad and just be like, I don't need anything else. You know what I mean? Like, you yearn for that interaction with the audience. You know what I mean? Like, because I've even thought of people who have, like, went into, say, show business and then didn't continue and went out. I feel like in like a weird way, I feel like show business is a poison, right? Or it's like a drug. Yeah. Because it's like once you get in there and say you get out and you're just like you're not the same person. You know what I mean? You have that little show business bug in your brain a little bit. You know what I mean? So you end up being like the weird person of your normal friends, Oh, he did comedy for a while, so he tries. Oh, he did acting for a while, so he's that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's, dude. Wait, if you have to have it, if it's something that's part of your life, how would you not after a while? How do you just go? I don't know, like. Drive a fucking oil truck or something?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what?
Yeah, I don't.
You go home at the end of the day, like all the time, I'll be watching a movie and I'll just think about this character and I'll be like, or even someone I know, who's not in the business. And I'll be like, when he goes home,
that's it. Yeah. That's it, dude.
That's
yeah.
It.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
All he's thinking about is like, maybe if I save enough, I can go fishing in a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? And that's cool.
That's cool.
That's awesome. Great. No, for sure.
But how many days are you like repeating the same exact thing?
It doesn't
going to work.
Go anywhere.
You're preparing. Your night is actually preparing for the next day. You're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're not.
Yeah, it's linear. It's exactly what it looks like. It's exactly what it looks like.
You're not there to be like, hey, I got off of work. Let's go party. You know what I mean? Like you're there to like do whatever you need to be done at home. If you have a wife, talk with the wife. You're going to have dinner. You're going to prepare for the next day and repeat. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
it's until you die.
Until you die. Yeah.
Until you die. There's no giant, like I don't consider myself like a Vegas gambler. I don't know how to gamble. I don't know blackjack. I don't know fucking any of it. And I don't care to. I'm kind of cheap. I don't want to risk money like that. Yeah. But in life, I have to have that same gamble. Definitely. That it could change exponentially. everything could change with a fucking spike.
Exactly.
I have to know it could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because here's the one thing I say about religion. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to praise God if there is no heaven or paradise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because that's the deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's the carrot on the stick.
It's a carrot on the stick. Like, I'm praising you because there's a promise. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I mean, not like in a sense there's a guarantee with show business.
Right.
But there's projection.
Well, there's no guarantee with heaven.
Exactly. But you see what I'm saying? Like,
it may or may not.
Yeah.
It may or may not. It's like the lottery. I always thought, I don't think the reason people buy the lottery, 1 million people will buy a lottery ticket. Mm-hmm. One is going to win. Only one's going to win. Mm-hmm. But the other 999,999 paid $1 for the dream, for the imagination.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
For 24 hours, they get to wonder if it's all going to change on Thursday. Mm-hmm. What if? Like, that's worth $1.
And that's where we're at all the time. We are in that wondering, watching the TV. If our numbers come, you know, like,
we watch our
we're
likes,
in that mindset like every single day. You know what I mean?
Numbers.
Yeah, the numbers, dude.
It's like that, though.
We're like not even trying to be, but we're autistic. You know what I mean? Like, we're counting, we're fucking remembering dates. You know what I mean? Like,
I think the thing that I'm trying to like grasp right now is the idea of really, and it's almost like a zened out kind of thought. The idea that like whatever you hope could change with comedy, it can't matter. It would be cool, but it can't. You got to limit what would change. Meaning, like, I think you got to be whole now. It's like where I coach guys with dating.
I get it.
It's this, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you get it? The way you said it, I know you do. You got exactly what I meant.
Because, so right, like, if you're like on this venture of just wanting to get rich and famous quick.
Yep.
You know what? Cool, but you're going to miss out on the enjoyment of what you're actually doing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You're only worried about the image. You don't really know who you are actually. You know what I mean? You're just like doing what needs to be done, and maybe you're rich, but you're a rich robot. You know what I mean? Like,
you're a vacant hole trying to fill itself.
Exactly.
That's when you're really fucked.
Which is why I think when it comes down to like comedians, like Bill Burr is one of my top favorites, dude.
Of course.
Because I love how you can tell this food never changed, right? I mean, I'm sure he's grown as a person.
Sure.
All that.
Of course.
You know what I'm talking about. But he's honed into himself. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's gold in comedy. You know what I mean? Like, if you can be who you are and still make it hilarious, right? Nobody can ask for more. You know?
Think about why he's able to do what he can do now. Because for a guy like him, if we reverse engineer his last special at the Red Rock, shows up in a sweatshirt.
Oh, that's right, dude.
To a totally packed out world-class venue.
So huge,
and he drops a bomb for an hour and 20 minutes. Like, he didn't bomb. Like he dropped the bomb.
He killed it.
He absolutely crushed
he
for a fucking hour and a half.
Nuked that shit, bro.
But he can get up and do that and be himself and hit his marks and be who he is. Yeah. There was one point where he even paused for a minute. You could kind of feel him like retracting in his head, like what was he about to say next? And the audience just gives him an applause break because you could feel him thinking for a moment.
It's so authentic. It's so real. You know what I mean?
But he can do that because he's already got millions of dollars in the bank. He's got millions of followers who tune in. He's got a podcast that he knows people are going to show up. He's got 5 Netflix specials under his belt, whatever you want. There's nothing is going to change for him anymore. Yeah. Now he's proven he knows who he is. He knows where he is in his life, and he's doing it to do it. He's doing it.
He sold out Fenway. He sold out Fenway.
No problem. So, which is bigger than Madison.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
He sold it out.
That's crazy. It's like 35,000.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact selling out a stadium is insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But think about when someone new gets up on stage. When you get up on stage as a new comic, you're thinking in your head almost nothing about the comedy. You think you're thinking about the comedy. You're trying to think about the comedy.
Yeah.
But what you're really thinking about is, if this goes well.
Definitely.
If this goes well, then somebody will talk to me, then I can get more time here, then I can be up more often, and then an agent can notice me, and then I can start booking the road, and then I can start paying my bills with this, and I can quit my job. Then. And that is absolutely distracting everything in your mind away from the one thing you're there to do.
Just make people laugh. Comedy. Yeah, just have a good time.
Yeah. And the fun of it. So I'm really trying to discipline my mind to not think about those things.
Yeah.
Because you've got to feel like you're in a place in your life where, I do this because I like it. I do it because it's fun. Other people seem to enjoy it. Yeah. And I hope they continue to. And that's why I'm going to go do it. If these other things happen, cool.
Fuck it, yeah.
But it's not, because otherwise...
I think it taints you. You know what I mean? Like
ruins you.
You ruin, yeah. And then who knows? Like, you're just. I feel like it's gonna end up like fucking up your experience, where you're gonna end up being like one of those people. I need to take a break. You know what I mean?
Well, you won't even be smooth on stage.
Yeah,
you'll sound chunky, and none of it will happen.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be like, "Oh, this guy is fucking great. All these things that should happen, I hope they do." They're gonna be like, "He was weird." Definitely. He was off. He was uncomfortable. He was nervous. His beats were strange.
Let me take a piss.
Yeah.
Everybody, give us a break. I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back.
You took a wicked long shit at my house,
had to,
dude.
bro.
That was like
I'm sorry,
hour.
Dude. It didn't flush even. I had to.
It's spilling over now.
Oh,
I gotta get that later.
Yeah, we'll let the dogs clean it up.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
But yeah, dude. I mean, you gotta have a good time, and I feel like a year in. Because there was a point where like I was getting super desperate for shows, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like really desperate, and it was frustrating me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I get really down on myself if I thought like a set didn't go that great, you know what I mean? Which is good, you know what I mean? It means I care.
Yeah, you care.
But I felt like in the long run, it would not do me it wouldn't do me any services, right? Because from what I hear, like most comedians, it takes 10 years before you can like really consider yourself good or decent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah.
And I know I won't be able to hone in on myself if I'm constantly tripping and hating on people and just holding, you know what I mean? Like you have to be able to like just be safe, just say fuck it, you know what I mean, and let your style rock for what it is.
Dude,
you know
you're
what
so
I mean?
early on. Yeah, I always tell guys when their first year or so, like you can do nothing wrong.
Yeah,
nothing wrong. Everything is new. Everything is experience.
Yeah,
but I think in time, like I've found that, and you'll find maybe you've already had little glimpses of it. Mm-hmm. You'll start to find certain topics that when you talk about them, you're excited. You're really excited.
Definitely.
Some stuff is good material, and you're like, that's good stand-up.
Yeah.
I can go tell that. People will laugh.
Definitely.
And then there's some shit where you like look over your shoulder before you say it, and then you're like, you want to hear some fucked up shit? You know what I mean? You want to get rocked, bro? You want to like some shit that like you could go to like guys who work labor, you know what I mean? When they're on a cigarette break, you just told them and they die, and you're like,
make me laugh, pussy.
Exactly. You probably ain't funny. And then they walk away being like, nah, he's actually pretty funny. That guy's pretty good. When do you like got a show coming up or something?
You're still a pussy, but you're a funny one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the more you find those little glimpses, then it starts to get more and more fun. And I've tried to focus on that more in the last year or so, just being like, fuck it. Like, what do I really want to say? Like,
Definitely.
not just what will work.
Word.
What do I want to say?
Yeah. Because that's how I feel when it comes to writing. Like, I'll write jokes, but none of them are anything that I actually care about talking about. You know what I mean?
That's all right.
It's like,
but you get it.
No, yeah. It's like until it's something I actually want to talk about, you know.
It holds you. Yeah, but it's good that you get that. A lot of people will never get that flavor. They'll never be like, oh, wait a minute, there's some stuff. Because you'll still use those other jokes in between. You're not going to spit fire for fucking 58 minutes straight.
Fuck no.
People will get exhausted.
Yeah.
You got to like you got to dub in. Like even on that Bill Burr.
Yeah.
You knew the parts you liked the most.
Definitely, yeah.
And then there's parts you probably forgot he did.
Yeah.
But if you watch it again, you'd be like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I think other than his, so actually Andrew Santino came out with the special.
Is it good?
Fucking good, dude. I think
I keep hearing his name.
Good.
I've tried to watch the special. I've watched like a series of clips that he had from one appearance. But yeah, his special's out.
Yeah, it just really came out I think today or yesterday. But it's called Cheeseburger. Okay. Fucking good, bro.
I'll watch that.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
No shit.
And I liked he did an hour, none of this 30-minute special bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't understand that. Like, bro, if you're not ready, you're not ready. Don't fucking put it out. You know what I mean? Like,
unless it's the platform. Unless it's like on TV, it's like a show that gives you a half-hour special.
Yeah, structured that way. No, but if you're coming out and you're selling your product,
I agree.
Do an hour, bro.
Do an hour.
No, like an hour, nobody. That takes a minute to create.
It's it though.
Special.
Do it. Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? Like,
the term special.
Yeah. So
I just saw somebody had a special out that was like 37 minutes or like, I don't know, like 42. I don't know. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like
finish your hour.
Finish your hour, bro. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, even if it's awesome, then you're awesome at writing. Just take 3 more months.
Yeah, exactly.
Just come up with another 7 minutes. Just get to that 52, 50. It's got to be 50 plus.
I will accept, 50. Fuck it. 50 minutes.
Yeah, 50 on the dot. Yeah. It's like the beginning of your end.
Exactly.
Like 53, 54, 55. Yeah. That's what we want to see.
Totally.
Because then it fits with a show.
Yeah.
A 90-minute show. Mm-hmm. You got your opener who does 7. You know, you've got your feature who does 25. Mm-hmm. There's your 32 plus your 57. There's your hour.
So cool. Yeah. So anyway, but I think this was a great fucking conversation, bro. Fun. And then like I didn't know some of that shit about you, bro.
I'll bet not. Yeah. I gotta talk more about that stuff these days.
Definitely. That's heavy stuff. That's like now I kind of know who you are. You know what I mean? Yeah, like now I see. Yeah. Now I know what that twinkle in your eye is. You know what I mean? Like, okay, boo.
That's a few of them, man. There's still some other shit, but I think the acid story is a big. Yeah,
that's very cool. Yeah, so, where can people find you, bro? Your Instagram, if you have any other social media, anything you want to plug in, any shows coming up?
Well, all right. So my name is Paul Roseberry, Roseberry, just like probably in the title. And anywhere, I mean, I'm heaviest on Instagram. It was Paul Roseberry Comedian. Coming up, I decided my New Year's resolution is I'm going to sell this hour, dude.
Sick.
So that's exactly what we're talking about with the hour. I want to start doing, like basically I've been referring to it as 50-50. I want to do 50 minutes in front of 50 people as often as I can.
Yeah.
So I've decided the tour and the album that it'll be is called Bull in a Comedy Shop.
Oh shit! Awesome.
Right?
Dude.
Like I said, a bull in a China shop, but you know the comedy shop is where I'm going to kick things around pretty hard.
Definitely, bro. Yeah.
Bull in a Comedy Shop. Yeah. So I'm going to get raw. You know, there's going to be some fun lighter stuff, some little bit of bread and butter in between, but there's going to be some beef, baby.
That's
it's going to be.
Bro.
So I'll be looking to tour the country. I'm making a list of clubs as we speak and looking for places I can get up and try to start doing my hour out there.
Yeah. And do you have a YouTube channel as well?
I do. Yeah. Paul Roseberry on YouTube. Okay. I'm on Facebook. I don't do much with Facebook. I kind of just twin all my posts from Instagram to also post on Facebook.
Cool.
I have a podcast that's coming out as we speak.
Oh, awesome.
It's called Paul Roseberry Saves Society.
Oh, very cool.
It's actually available right now on iTunes, on Spotify. Yeah, it's out there.
I'll definitely check it out. Yeah,
check it out.
For sure.
The episodes that are up so far are when I first began it was more about storytelling, and now it's going to be my dating advice.
Oh,
so
cool.
That's why it's Save Society. Like I just feel like a lot of guys need a lot of help.
Hey, all you losers out there, fucking hit up Paul, dude.
Fucking tools. You guys want to get laid for once? I'll show you. No,
you fucking incels out there. You know.
Listen, I didn't get this tattoo by accident. I struggled, man. I grew up. I was a fat, stuttering vegetarian who grew up poor. And I was really tall. I stood out. I got picked on. I mean, it was hard as fuck. So I tease, but with the dating, this is why I want to help guys, because I was there.
Definitely.
It got better later.
Yeah.
And that's what I can help you with.
Of course. Yeah.
But so that's me. I mean, I'm available. I'm around.
Amazing. Yeah. So check his stuff out, guys. We had such a good time, Brian. Thank you for having me. And, you guys could always check me out on my IG, Russ Comedy. Any upcoming shows I'll put up on there. And I'll also put Paul's information in the description. And, you guys go ahead and check that out. And thank you for listening to us and having us. Peace.
Later.